Hey, what is going on, crypto people? It is the Crypto Siege with another day in the life, in the crazy lives that is the digital asset space. Good morning, happy Saturday to each and every one of you. Interesting stuff going on with the currency group. There's the currency group did an open letter. They put out issued an open letter to their community shareholders. Interesting stuff. John Deaton is in the news again. For sure, we're going to cover that. I'm going to share a tweet that I shared about Lark Davies, and this is kind of stupid stuff with XRP. Just not smart at all. Listen, the market is doing what the market does. I heard the rumor on the street is Curve is coming out with their own stable coin and something called Llama. Very, very interesting. Keep your head and ears and eyes and ears open for that one, because Curve is a monster. They are being attacked by a short seller. I told you, I believe the demise of all asset classes, the scourge of all the asset classes, is, in my opinion, is the ability to short, because in the end, it is about taking something down. It's not about making money. Most of the time, shorting something is going to hurt people and enrich that person who is shorting, but it ends up hurting a bunch of people. I'm not a big fan of it. I know those who trade are, but I am not a fan of that. So they are being kind of short squeezed by some guy named AVI, interestingly enough, to try to take down Curve. But the Curve community responded, and it seems to have thwarted it off. We'll see. Keep your ears and eyes open for that as well. Another rumor on the street is that CZ from Binance, next move is to take down or help take down USDT Tether to promote his stablecoin, the BUSD. We'll see how that goes. So listen, guys, this is your XRP Ripple daily news in around 0 to 10 minutes. Let's look at the total cryptocurrency market cap, because the market is doing what the market does. 875 billion is down from 3 trillion all-time high, just to let you know. It is up, however, 1% on the 24-hour. The Bitcoin dominance is at 36.3%. Check out CoinGecko, guys. CoinGecko, I'm telling you, the app is amazing. Really, really like the UI interface. Great data. Absolutely love everything. They got the DEX tokens on here, BNB, DeFi, NFT, new coins, listings. I like it. It is awesome, awesome, awesome. Bitcoin is trading at $16,532. Ethereum is trading at $1,213. And XRP is trading at 40 cents. It's up 5% on the 7-day. Litecoin has been doing its thing for some odd reason, 22% on the 7-day. We did take a nice gain off that. We got in, we got in and got out. Right, little swing trade, was in it for about 4 days and maybe 6 days. Got in and out and took that and put into collateral debt position, which was really, really, really cool. Chainlink is up 16.4% on the 7-day, trading at $7.24. Very, very interesting. Most of the space is double-figure reds on the day. The HT token, isn't that interesting to me? Huobi, I believe they did get bought out by someone, and I forget who it was. It might have been Tron. Did Tron buy Huobi? Let me know in the comments if you know the answer to that. I think Tron did buy Huobi. The token is up 59% on the 7-day, trading at $7.29. Interesting stuff. So Ram Awala put this out, Crypto CFA. DCG, Digital Currency Group, published a letter to investors that clarifies several misconceptions. It also raises new questions around the promissory note. I have poured over this and the Grayscale 10Q to connect some dots. We'll cover what happened and what we learned. CEO of, who is this Ramadou? CEO of Lumida Wealth. Previously at Peer IQ, exited to a 16Z back Cross River X-Trade5 crypto markets startups. There it is. So here's the notes. Dear shareholders, there's been a lot of noise over the past week, and I want to get in touch directly to clear where we stand at DCG. This is from Barry Silver. There's been a lot of noise over the past week, and I want to get in touch directly. Most of you are aware of the situation at Genesis, but to recap up front, Genesis Global Capital, Genesis Lending Business, temporarily suspended redemptions and new loan originations last Wednesday, November 16th, after market turmoil sparked unprecedented withdrawal requests. This is an issue of liquidity and duration mismatch in the Genesis loan book. And that's just the thing that I said. If we want to win in this space, we have to increase the size of the pie. Importantly, these issues have no impact on Genesis spot and derivative trading or custody businesses, which continue to operate as usual. Genesis leadership and their board decided to hire financial and legal advisors. Why do you think that is? And the firm is exploring all possible options amidst the fallout from the implosion of FTX. In recent days, there's been chatter about intercompany loans between Genesis Global Capital and DCG. For those unaware, in the ordinary course of business, DCG has borrowed money from Genesis Global Capital in the same vein as hundreds of crypto investment firms. These loans were always structured on an arm's length basis and priced at prevailing market interest rates. DCG currently has a liability to Genesis Global of $575 million, which is due in May of 2023. These loans were used to fund investment opportunities and to repurchase DCG stock from non-employee shareholders in secondary transactions previously highlighted in quarterly shareholder updates. And to this day, I've never sold a share of my DCG stock. You may recall there is a $1.1 billion promissory note due in June of 2023. As we shared in our previous shareholder letter in August of 2022, DCG, Digital Currency Group, stepped in and assumed certain liabilities from Genesis related to the Three Arrows Capital default. As stated in August, because these are now DCG liabilities, Digital Currency Group is participating in the Three Arrows Capital liquidation proceedings on the creditors committee and is pursuing all available remedies to recover assets for the benefit of the creditors. I did not know that there was a Three Arrows Capital liquidation going on. Aside from the Genesis Global Capital intercompany loans due in May of 2023 and the long-term promissory note, Digital Currency Group's only debt is $350 million credit facility from a small group of lenders led by Elridge. That's still a ton of stuff there, isn't it? Interesting. Taking a step back, let me be crystal clear. Digital Currency Group will continue to be a leading builder of the industry, and we are committed to our long-term mission of accelerating the development of a better financial system. We have weathered previous crypto winters, and while this one may feel more severe, collectively, we will come out stronger. DCG has only raised $25 million in primary capital, and we are pacing to do $800 million in revenue this year. So that's some interesting stuff. We'll have to see how it goes. Yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. Here's Rom's take on the whole thing. What did we learn? DCG was levered long or with what is it? The GBTC. 3AC blows up, so that's the Grayscale Bitcoin. This write down reduces equity capital at Genesis Lending. Net, this increases DCG's already levered exposure at Grayscale's BTC. Again, that's part of Digital Currency Group. And the more GBC slides in price, the more DCG's lever increases. How exactly? Digital Currency Group owes $2 billion to two creditors, subsidiary Genesis Lending and Elridge. Genesis Lending, There are two loans at 570 million, 5 million and $1.1 billion promising note. A group led by Elwish issued a credit facility of 350 million. So we know all of this. In the end, keep your eyes and ears open for what's going to happen here. If they go down, big trouble for the space. Big, big trouble for the space for sure. And I just find it fascinating that the big players in this game, because in large part due to their shenanigans with FTX or dealing with FTX, are in some big time issues, having some big time challenges. John Deaton put this out. If Sam Bankman-Fried isn't arrested and speaks at this event, along with the United States Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen, and then one may be forced to believe that Sam Bankman-Fried was acting as an operative to force punitive regulations, it is mind-boggling that this criminal remains free. Look, we all know that they've been trying to turn this space over. I don't even want to get into the current administration, the current administration's family, and the nastiness that's going on there. But we all know that this current administration, however you want to look at it, is not in favor of the digital asset space. They are beholden to the banking regime. Period, point blank, full stop. We can no longer afford to be naive about that fact. Beholden to the banking cartel. So you best believe they will put something in place to try to take down the major players. Celsius, 3 Hours Capital. Now it's looking more and more like Genesis Trading, loans, lending, and possibly Digital Currency Group as well. Big players in the space. Again, like I said in my last video, why isn't Fidelity going down? They're in the crypto. How about Charles Schwab? Why isn't JP Morgan going down? TD Ameritrade, why aren't they going down? Why is Sam Bankman-Fried not arrested and instead speaking at New York Times event with Andrews? Remember the names of the people and companies who go along with this. They know it is a lie and are flipping Americans the bird anyway. Remember their names. That is from
brought up fraud and conspiracy.
From John.
What everybody needs to understand is we have to ask ourselves, brought up fraud and conspiracy. What everybody needs to understand is we have to ask ourselves, why is this guy not arrested already? And trust me, there's a statute. It's called 18 USC section 1343. It's a wire fraud statute. And that wire fraud statute, doesn't matter they lives in the Bahamas. On top of that, Bahamas allows extradition to the United States. Doc, do you know how easy it is to get jurisdiction? All you need for wire fraud is one email to the United States, one account, one wire from a U.S. bank at any time to any of those entities. Think that ever happened? Any contacts with the United States? You could even never visit the United States. And if you involved any bank or any email, the U.S. government can assume jurisdiction over you. And then you brought up money laundering. That's another charge that isn't that difficult to prove. But for wire fraud, it's very easy. You can use a fax machine, a telephone, or an email or a bank account, and you get jurisdiction. And we've got to hold these people accountable who keep acting like, here's this genius who was a big risk taker, and he just got ahead of himself, and market volatility and a perfect storm came and he lost it all, but he's a good guy. That's bullshit.
John Deaton, gotta love the dude, right? Gotta love the dude here. So Michael Branch put this out. John Deaton slams crypto influencer Lark Davis for calling XRP value into question. I tweeted this out. It's so important. Lark Davis equals someone trying to be so smart and sounding really, really dumb. Really, really dumb. All right, guys, listen, this wraps up the XRP Ripple daily news in around 0 to 10 minutes. I hope it has been of value to you. If it has, would you do me a favor and hit that like button? Above all things, hit the like button. And if you enjoyed the hangout, please consider subscribing to the channel and ringing that notification bell so you know whenever we go live or whenever we upload a video. I'm going to end this one like I do all of my videos and remind you guys of this.
Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather that we remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating, or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, that the battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it.